It's hot, and we're trying to figure out what can handle the heat. It's all we've been doing this week. Very little planting because it's so hot that now it's just a maintenance type of thing. Hello, family and friends. It is hot today, and we got a lot done. So what I'm going to do is go around and do some updates so that we can see the progress that things have made, and we can find out what's handling the heat and what's not. There's a lot going on out here today. We have a lot of watering. We've been in the triple digits and little maintenance, maybe pull some weeds. But for the most part, we're just going to be going around looking at the different flowers and plants and seeing what's handling the heat. This one sits in the sun and gets more than 8 hours of sun. It's a trailing vinca and it's handling the heat. We have the Silver Falls over here, trailing over, and they still look really good. They're nice and full, and these get more than 8 hours of sun, and we haven't had any problems with them. The Dipladenia is here with the yellow center. Not as many blooms right now, but they don't have any problem with heat at all. We've been using them for 3 years now, and no complaints. We've been planting a lot of different things in the full sun, and really happy with the way they perform. I know exactly what we're going to be using next year for trailers, though. This Silver Fall is beautiful. They go straight down, and you can open them up and position them different too on the side of your pot. The ice plants, we're going to be planting these as soon as the temperatures begin to cool. When we get a consistent 50 degrees overnight, we'll be planting these directly into the ground. They're in a black pot right now. I would say it's a 10-inch pot, and beautiful, full sun. Zinnias, we have a little bit of stress on this one. I clipped that one bloom off, and it makes a big difference. Makes the whole plant look different. Zinnias, they have done really good this year handling the heat. The Vincas. Now these here haven't been watered for quite some time. Look at the leaves. See how the leaves are curling? But you notice the blooms still look good. So we're going to water these directly to the soil, because when the sun is up over you, during the hottest part of the day, if you can avoid watering, don't do it. But if you have to water directly to the soil, and the plant will get what it needs. We've been really keeping an eye on these because with this pot and these high temperatures, the roots are exposed to more heat, and the soil dries up really quick in these pots. And I noticed it was drying up even faster over top of this pea gravel with that light reflecting, so you're getting heat from the sky and from these rocks. And with this thin plastic on this pot, it really heats up quick and the soil gets dry. Now, I always leave enough room on the top to hold water, and a lot of times I will wait to see. You can't really look at the water coming out the bottom and think, okay, well, I got it. Now, sometimes that water will go right between your soil and the pot and go right down the side. But the vincas and geraniums have done a real good job out this year with these triple digits. And we have portulacas growing out of the side of this pot from last year. And they're an annual in zone 7, but these came back. It's kind of late in the season for them to bloom, but when they're in full bloom, they look like that picture on the left. We had some year before last, and the entire pot was covered with them. I like the portulacas because they're like a succulent, and they can handle the heat. And they close in the evening, and when the sun's going down, the blooms close up. Beautiful. The creeping Jenny here got a little crunchy, but it will be coming back next year. Got a bud opening up on this Dipladenia, and they're still bloom. These will bloom all the way until the fall, and I do believe we're going to get most of our blooms when it starts cooling off, which is kind of strange to say cooling off. But once the temperatures get back down into the 80s and overnight 50 degrees, these things are going to bloom like crazy. We have Creeping Jenny here in this other pot from earlier this week, just to show you what they can look like when they're in their full glory. Now that one was like 2.5 feet long. They get up to like 4 feet long. Look at these stripes in this Dracaena on the edge of the leaves. Absolutely beautiful. I just got the hose resting in here with the water on slow and let this really soak up some water, and these should be fine for the weekend. Getting everything soaked in. There's a big space in this pot because something burnt up. But thankfully, the Dipladenia is still looking beautiful. This is a beautiful Mandeville. They did really good this year. Like that yellow center. We had Easy Breezy in this open spot on that pot, but they were really stressed out from the sun. I have this red coleus here. This one sits under a canopy, and it gets 3 hours. No, I'm gonna say like 4 hours of direct sunlight, and then after that, it gets bright indirect light, and it does really well. These also do fine in full sun because we've had them in different places that got a lot of sun through the year, and that red is absolutely beautiful. They're doing good. You can see that on the leaves they have like little rounded indentions. Now, if I know everyone on the page has seen this bed before, but I just went back to it to show you how big the sun patience got. Now, this coleus in the middle, I mean, I can't even get my arms all the way around it if I tried to hug that plant. Just ain't gonna happen. And the other four sun patients, they had plants between them, but they just got squeezed up. The Liriope along the front of this house handles the heat and provides beautiful plumes, beautiful blooms between that variegated foliage. Absolutely beautiful. And on this side, we have the Limelight hydrangeas, full sun. I mean, I was real excited when I saw that they came up with a hydrangea. Well, that's the fountain back there. A hydrangea that can handle the heat. Because for many years, hydrangeas were only grown in the shade. We have the Calibacoa here in this vase. And I do believe that was a petunia to the right. That that one was really stressed. We'll be pulling that out to freshen up the pot. And these will bloom until the next frost. Then we can put something else in there, most likely some pansies or something. We have vincas here. And up on the porch, little dog statue, sun patience, coleus on top, vincas, and we had pansies between these. And once the temperatures got over 50 degrees overnight, the pansies burnt out, and they were between these plants, which are the vincas with this nice red color, fruit punch, truly handling the heat. I do believe they are neck and neck with the geraniums. Geraniums can handle the heat and they have no problem. We'll get more into those on the next video. Thanks for watching.